They say every great mystery starts with a body. But the one we are investigating, the one that leaves millions paralyzed and numb, starts with a chair. Our subject, let's call him the architect, was not a bad man. He was designed for purpose, built to build. But tonight, he is slumped over, illuminated only by the sickly blue glow of a 14-inch screen. He's not sleeping, he's not working, he is just consuming. Hours melt into a soft synthetic blur, and if you asked him what he consumed, what truth he unlocked, he couldn't tell you. This is the signature of the crime we are here to investigate, the theft of your potential. The crime is committed every night in every dimly lit room by the simplest, most terrifying enemy imaginable, the glitch. It's a subtle infection. You look at your phone, but it's not the phone you are addicted to. You are addicted to the cheap, immediate neurochemical reward it delivers. This is not about willpower. This is a story about a design flaw in the original human code. This is the Dopamine Archives, and we are about to begin Dossier 001. Our first step must be the biological. Your brain is a machine optimized for a world that ceased to exist 200,000 years ago. It's an ancient, perfect operating system running modern, destructive malware. Your reward system, governed by the neurotransmitter dopamine, was designed for scarcity. It's the motivational currency of life itself. Finding a ripe berry after days of hunger, dopamine. Building a shelter before the storm hits, a burst of dopamine. This was the sacred contract. Effort equals reward. You had to put in the miles, face the risk, and endure the suffering. The reward was proportional to the struggle. The pain of the pursuit calibrated your appreciation for the prize. This vital mechanism ensured our survival. It forced us to plan, to endure, to delay gratification for a greater payoff. But the modern world broke the contract with extreme prejudice. We introduced an anomaly: infinite reward with zero effort. This is where the code fractured. A single click on a phone now gives you a chemical cocktail, more potent and faster than any ancient human could acquire in a week. Pornography, the infinite scroll, the instant validation of a notification. This is the neurochemical equivalent of mainlining sugar water directly into your survival instincts. The reward is real, the effort is fake. Your brain is a magnificent, logical machine, but it cannot differentiate between the dopamine of conquering a mountain and the dopamine of conquering the latest TikTok feed. To your biology, it's all the same signal. But one is a lie. The system is built for efficiency. So your machine asks, why work 10 hours for a 5-unit reward when I can tap my thumb once for a 20-unit reward? The system prioritizes the easiest, fastest payoff every single time. This is the neuroscientific reason you feel paralyzed by your to-do list. The simple, difficult tasks of real life cannot compete with the concentrated, manufactured pleasure of the screen. This is the glitch. The infinite, low-effort reward system has catastrophically hijacked the primitive reward circuit. It is a neurochemical contradiction that is slowly frying your ambition and your capacity for genuine joy. It's a slow-burn sabotage, creating what we call dopamine debt, a state where your brain expects such a high return that anything less feels like punishment. Let's return to the architect. The crime has already been committed. We must examine the scene. What are the symptoms of this chemical corrosion? Symptom 1. The loss of joy. Your baseline for happiness is now artificially high. The constant flood of cheap pleasure has desensitized your receptors. Normal life, a quiet walk, a simple conversation, reading a dense book, all feels dull, boring, or meaningless. You've killed your capacity for simple appreciation. You only register extreme synthetic highs, meaning the real world exists for you in permanent black and white. You are numb to the gentle beauty of life. Symptom 2. The brain fog and resistance. You sit down to do deep work. The resistance is immense. You feel tired, scattered, anxious, and you can't focus for more than 60 seconds. This isn't laziness. This is your brain screaming because you are forcing it to engage in low-reward, high-effort work after giving it a lifetime of cheap, concentrated pleasure. It is a biological rebellion against discomfort. The difficulty feels insurmountable because your brain has been trained to quit at the first sign of effort and seek the immediate high. Symptom 3. The self-loathing loop. You hate what you consume. You swear you'll stop tomorrow. You relapse. The shame and guilt trigger stress hormones, which demand more comfort, which increases the addictive behavior. It's a closed-circuit electric chair, and you are trapped inside the current, watching yourself decay in real time. The paradox is this. You desperately want a high-effort life, a powerful career, a strong body, a resilient mind, but you are training your brain exclusively for a zero-effort life. The two cannot coexist. They are mutually exclusive architectures. The truth is, the world doesn't need another distracted high-dopamine consumer. It needs the person you were designed to be, a resourceful problem solver, capable of sustained effort, complexity, and genuine creation. The system you are trapped in fears that version of you. You are awake now. The first protocol is awareness. You can't fight an enemy you refuse to name. Stop saying, "I have bad habits." Start saying, "My neurochemistry has been compromised by the glitch." This is the crucial first step, to externalize the enemy and separate the parasite from the host. The next step is not to add more to your life. It is to subtract. We must starve the parasite. We must induce scarcity. We must temporarily shut down the easy dopamine taps for a fixed period. We must detox the sensor. This is the essence of the dopamine detox. You are not just cleaning up your habits. You are fundamentally recalibrating your entire biological reward system. You are entering monk mode. This requires aggressive denial of comfort. Turn off the notifications, put the phone in a steel box, and commit to hours of genuine, unstimulating boredom. The world will call you obsessive. They will call you weird. That is the sound of the prison walls closing on them, not on you. The goal is simple: to lower your chemical baseline until normal life feels profoundly rewarding again. When reading a single chapter feels like an achievement, when a difficult conversation feels satisfying, when silence feels like peace, not punishment, you are reclaiming the lost art of delayed gratification. Every hour you endure without cheap stimulation is a deposit back into your motivation account. Your pain is not your prison. It is the fuel for your escape. The discomfort you feel when you quit is proof the reset is working. Lean into the friction, because the moment you quit reaching for the easy pleasure is the moment the architect in you begins to rise and rebuild. Welcome to the Dopamine Archives. This is not a self-help channel. This is a collection of dossiers, protocols, and architectural blueprints for rebuilding your mind. We trade comfort for competence. If you are ready to reclaim the architect within you, subscribe. The mission has begun. The next step is Dossier 002, the architect's blueprint for a hard reset.